Chapter 21 of The Bigger Picture. Breast cancer. My ears continued to block over the next few years, and every time I would go back to Jill for a lovely, relaxing candling treatment. Jill was a holistic therapist and had her own treatment room attached to her home. It was a lovely, relaxing space, and I loved spending time there. Every time I had a treatment, we would spend the hour talking about all things spiritual. We were definitely destined to meet in this lifetime. Late 2005, I had my first ever routine mammogram. These are done every 3 years in the UK for women between the ages of 50 and 70. I was just 52 and not expecting anything to show up, so you can imagine my horror when I was called back to the hospital for more tests, as the mammogram was unclear. In January 2006, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and there began a grueling year of surgery, chemotherapy, and radiotherapy. If you want to follow my journey with breast cancer, then do read my first book, Once Bitten, Twice Prepared. The book tells not only my breast cancer story, but how my spirituality and personal development over the years was to help greatly. I had continued to go to Jill throughout my cancer treatment, and I found reflexology particularly helpful during the grueling chemotherapy sessions. We continued to chat, and I found that she was the one person that I could be totally myself with and open up about my thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Often, during times of deeply emotional events and traumas in our lives, we find it difficult to express how we truly feel, especially to our nearest and dearest, as they too find the whole experience hard and are coping in their own way. Jill was there for me when I needed a shoulder to cry on. But I got through the year, and by the end of 2006, I was ready to get my life back together again and to start having some fun. I had been back at work for a few months and back into the swing of our social program. We joined a local social club, and every Saturday night we would dance the whole night away. We went on some wonderful holidays, and I fell in love with the Far East. Life was good once again. I was hopeful that life would settle down and there would be no more major surprises along the way. And that was certainly the case for a few years. I still went to Jill for my years when I needed to. I loved those sessions. Not only were they wonderfully relaxing and cleared my ears of all that gunk, but Jill and I had some great conversations around all things spiritual. This was as close as I'd come to getting back into back to spirituality since we moved to Oxfordshire, and I really didn't want to give that up. Many years later, Jill told me she had moved to Oxfordshire in the very same year I did. The universe had a plan for us.